Onboarding new corporate 401k plan data is a challenge for firms that service defined contribution plans. That's because the bidirectional data feeds that need to be put into place to connect your clients into your digital ecosystem are complicated. Data must securely flow back and forth between you and your customer, and it can take several months to set it up. What if you could do this 80% faster? My name is Joe Dupree and I work for Adeptia. I'll tell you a little bit more about Adeptia in a moment, but first, let's consider how so many companies have reached a point where onboarding has become such an obvious area for improvement. What was your last experience like at your Department of Motor Vehicles, your DMV? You probably spent some time waiting in line. There is a process that they have to follow, and it involves making customers wait in lines. But it's for the benefit of the customers, right? Onboarding customer data feeds is detailed work that takes time. In the case of defined contribution plans, it has to be done perfectly. Many have just accepted that in order to have the high quality results, it's just going to have to take a long time to execute each onboarding. Meanwhile, customers experience the feel of a siloed and legacy systems approach. And this is all happening while your IT teams implement each customer onboarding with complicated and labor-intensive integration tools that are often requiring coding, scripting, and data mapping. Every time a new customer is brought in, it's a celebration, of course, but it's also another big onboarding project. And unfortunately, the excitement and momentum of signing a new customer is lost to weeks, sometimes months of painful data onboarding. It's an expensive, inefficient, and slow journey to onboard a customer. And meanwhile, the revenue is on hold, and customers wait in line for value. But again, it's just a process you have to go through, right? It's just part of the cost of doing business in the digital age. Well, it doesn't have to be that way. Let's take a little bit more of a detailed look at what's really happening. Wealth management companies that onboard new corporate clients using integration toolkit platforms are just difficult to do business with. The same old processes need to be followed for each new client that they sign up, and everyone has to wait in line to be onboarded using expensive, high-skilled IT experts. Data maps, code, and scripts are written and customized for each new client, followed by lots of manual testing. So your IT team is on the critical path. Of course, you didn't build it this way overnight. It evolved to be this way over a long period of time using integration tools that have also evolved over a long period of time. Everybody's working really hard and progress is happening every day, but that progress is on the backs of your IT resources who use these integration tools that are too complex for your business users. So there's low visibility into what's happening and low collaboration. What if you could reimagine your customer data integration? Would your IT teams use APIs instead of EDI, or JSON instead of XML, or AS2 instead of FTP? Would any of that help make it go faster? Well, the answer is probably not by very much, but they're newer and cooler acronyms, right? If you could truly reimagine customer data integration, you would make it much easier for your customers, and you wouldn't keep them waiting. You'd also make it easy for non-techie people to get the job done. And so instead of DMV lines, you'd make it more like the convenience of buying stuff off of Amazon. And that's where Adeptia can help. Companies choose Adeptia because they want to be easier to do business with. They want to make as much of a best first impression as they possibly can with their customers. They want to help those customers speed to the value that they were promised. They want to grow their business faster without having to scale up an army of hard-to-find IT talent. And they want to accelerate revenues and grow market share. The team of data integration experts at Adeptia have been simplifying and breaking down the barriers of customer data integration for many years. We found ways to abstract away the complexities of data integration into methods and frameworks that empower non-techie users to get the job done on the fly with self-service business applications. The hard work of integration is still happening, of course, but the complexities of your business and customer specific XML databases, HR systems, spreadsheets, APIs, data translation, data movement, exception handling, all these things are taken care of in a manner aided by machine learning so that your business users don't have to deal with them or wait for IT experts onboarding each new customer. Adeptia believes that connecting customers should not just be simple and fast. It should reflect on the very best that your brand can offer. An impressive introduction that marks the start of a new relationship. A relationship that your customers will be delighted by and want to expand upon. This new customer connection and onboarding represents an irreplaceable opportunity to welcome them into your family. You're not alone. Many companies are experiencing the difficult challenges of customer data onboarding. Adeptia has been helping mid and large-sized companies implement customer data onboarding solutions in the domain of defined contribution plans, employer benefits plans, and other mission-critical data integration use cases. Adeptia has accelerated the speed of onboarding by up to 80%. And I should note that many of these implementations have incredibly large-scale production environments, handling massively high volumes of data. Data integration is often complicated by the details of different data formats, access methods, data transfer protocols, synchronization, cloud versus on-prem infrastructure, APIs. The list goes on and on. But Adeptia's self-service integration works by simplifying data integration into something that non-techie users can operate. So it enables your business users to make new customer connections, monitor transactions and workflows, manage exceptions, and grow relationships. Your IT team is still involved, but instead of being on the critical path of day-to-day customer implementation, they serve in a governance role. So everyone is more productive, and customers see results much faster. Adeptia enables you to connect to your customers no matter how technical they are. In many cases, this self-service approach to integration can save your customers expensive and time-consuming coding and scripting as well. Now, you can find other easy-to-use business applications that manage data preparation elsewhere in the market, but none of them will scale up to meet the needs of large company data volume. You can also find highly scalable data integration toolkit platforms. You're probably using some of them. None of them enable you to encapsulate the complexities of B2B integration in a business application without essentially having to build it yourself. Adeptia brings together business user ease of use with the power of carrier-grade data integration scaling. Over the years, we found a number of companies trying to build a self-service integration portal by themselves. So many of these projects never even finish. Adeptia has put hundreds of person-years of business-to-business and application-to-application integration expertise into crafting a pre-built business application from the learnings and feedback of hundreds of customers and use cases. With over 20 years in the integration software industry and over $25 million invested into Adeptia technology, we've created something truly unique and impressive. It will take you months and some of your best software developers just to get to a first version. But to span the requirements of B2B gateways, web portals, data transformation, connectivity across your applications, reporting and charting, you'll need expert-level architectural vision and years of a team of software developers. That's a lot of precious time. And then, of course, there's the maintenance of it all. By contrast, in the Adeptia solution, we've built machine learning into automation of some of the underlying setup steps. That's just one of the many reasons why you could be up and running in 30 days with your first few customer onboarding use cases using Adeptia. The Adeptia team is comprised of about 100 career-long experts in data integration both in the US and in India, and we're on a mission to make integration easy, secure, and accessible for business users. Adeptia has had record growth over each of the past 6 years, and we serve some of the world's largest financial services companies. We've enabled them to speed the onboarding of new corporate 401k and defined contribution plans by up to 80%, thereby making them much easier to do business with. Adeptia has been favorably covered by Gartner and Forrester over the past decade, appearing in numerous Magic Quadrant and Wave research articles. To learn more about how Adeptia can help you speed client 401k plan onboarding, visit adeptia.com and request a demo. We would love to show you how you can put the power of self-service integration to work for your company.